Hi, my name is Bishr Habab, and this is my video explaining my SI 201 project. On the right here, you can see my function decomposition diagram. So basically, this diagram shows how my program is organized into different functions. First, obviously, being the main, which is the driver. The main then calls the read input that loads the Penguin's CSV file into a list of dictionaries, and then it calls the first calculation and ultimately the second calculation to compute two different summary calculations on the data set, which you guys will see in the code itself in just literally a couple seconds here. And then finally, it calls write output to write both results into the output txt, which is also in the GitHub and in the folder itself for the project. So ultimately, the flow is read data, run two calculations, and then this results into a file. Now I want to talk about my code. So I specifically wanted to talk about calculation one. So for my calculation, the function takes a data set as a list of dictionaries. First, it skips rows. Obviously, you can see the section. It says skip rows with missing values. So it skips rows with missing data by checking if flipper length or body length for the penguin um, is NA. So there's nothing on there. Sorry, or body mass is NA. Then it converts the flipper length and body mass into floats using species as a grouping key, which we can see right there. And then I applied a filter rule that states if only penguins with flipped length greater than 200 millimeters are included, which you can see right here, flipper length greater than 200. For each qualifying row, I added the body mass right there to a running total for that species and also increment at a count. At the end, I compute the averages, which can be seen here. Sorry, this is not best. By dividing the total mass by the total count, and then rounding to the two decimals, and then returning a dictionary of results. And then these results are then written into output by the text. Sorry, written into the output txt by write output.